Hello guys, Breakman79 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. When we left off, we were exploring the rest of the Clerk Ward here, so let's continue doing that. Let's check out this building. Here you go, guys. Welcome to the... what was that? GAC? I saw it went by too fast. Oh, he's got issues. This cabinet shelves are littered with containers.
Grace, you, have any sisters?
Morty. You and your timing.
Thousands.
Thousands, huh?
Give me a moment to be delirious with joy.
Morty, you are so lecherous.
All right.
What? Oh. Various powders, liquid, shavings, and the like. Littered with containers holding basically the same thing. Oh, we got another one of those. I guess we're just gonna check out this guy. Pestle Kiln. Or Kiln, yeah, something like that. You see a wall-eyed fellow whose skin seems to writhe and ripple across his entire body. He is smacking his chapped lips with a blotched tongue as you watch his right eye moves independently of the left. Ugh. Focusing on you. A second later, the left one flicks to look your way, then reverts to its original position. The right eye blinks. A strange glurping comes from his throat. Is this guy like a chameleon in human form? Maybe a witch turned him into something? What? Something like that. The man gives a lopsided grin and points at himself with his right thumb. Pestle, I'm called, the alchemist. He points at himself again, this time with his left index finger. The name's Klin. Yeah, okay, Klin, not Kiln. Herc. Need you something? Is he drunk at the same time as well? Yeah. What the hell's matter with you? Yeah, I am. Ugh. His throat convulses for a moment, then relaxes. A large, green glowing pustule suddenly bursts from the side of his neck. Something you needed then, sir? Gluck. His throat clenches again, and a wave of quivering flesh swallows the blistering green pustule back beneath the skin of his throat. Ugh. He coughs violently for a moment, then seems to relax. There is something seriously wrong with him. What the hell happened to you, buddy? The left eye rolls upward in exasperation. The right eye looks askance. Too much to drink! Too much of what? Potions! I drank too many potions! Fuguk! His mouth slides down beneath his chin. His left nostril forms another one. The most I ever drank, that's for certain, of polymorphin they were a bruin in limbo. Well, anything I can do to help? The man's eyes turn inwards to look at each other, then back to you. Dunno. He shudders. The mouth below his chin moves up to envelop the one his nostril formed. This sort of thing happens quite often. We can't seem to help but sample the stock. If you find a way to help, the two of us would be grateful, sir. Two of us? There are like two of you merged together there? I had another question. Half of his mouth curls downward into a frown, and then he shakes his head. Work in the stockroom all day, I do. He shudders violently. Suddenly a third eye pops open over the bridge of his nose. The left one shifts sideways as the new one takes its place. I speak only of the store, sir, that said. The skin of his face seems to eat the new eye, and the left one returns to its old position. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. This guy's got some serious issues.
All right.
Okay, we haven't been in this building. And I don't think we've been in here either. Let's check this one out first.
I'm gone.
Alright, let's some money. I don't care about that.
Done. Locked.
Oh, I did not wish to have everyone. Nope.
Left the shadows. Right. There. Got it.
There we go.
Might as well.
Gold bracelet. I'll take that. Phenom the Linguist. This short, scholarly man, a tight, nervous frown on his face, looks you up and down. Greetings, I am Phenom. I must beg your pardon, sir, but I care little for guests, invited or otherwise. So unless you have business with me, I would ask you to leave. Well, I did have some questions. I would have you know that I am a scholar and a linguist, sir. While I shall happily entertain any questions regarding my field of study, language, and the like, I can be of no other help to you in other matters. Well, I suppose if we ever need some language help, we know where to come.
I'm gone.
Okay, up in this building. Up in here, up in here. What do we got? Set of unusual forge tools. Though their handles look to be made of carved bone, they are heavier than iron. Shelves full of mugs, plates, books, decanters, candle holders, and other bric-a-brac. Most are strange metal or minerals, and many of the books appear to be bound in flesh. Ow, what place did I just wander into here? Standish. This downtrodden little man scurries beneath the curiosity shop, dusting, cataloging, and moving things about for the place's proprietress. You notice he smells faintly of onions. He glances up at you nervously as you approach him. Please, sir, I cannot speak with you. I have work to do, and my mistress simply won't allow it. Surely you can. I'm sorry, sir, but I can't. Please leave me be before my mistress notices me talking to you. Your mistress? The little man nods. Yes, Mistress... Virsh... Oh my... Virshka? Oh, I am Standish, her servant, her slave. I committed a crime and was sentenced to slavery, then purchased in the lower ward. Excuse me. Lower ward, like many of her slaves, most of whom she keeps at her manor. Now please, I beg of you, leave me be, or she'll become angered and beat me unmercifully. Alright, is that her right there? Several very large teeth, a dozen smaller ones lie stacked on a shelf above them. A massive battle standard, it looks to be made of some scaled creature's hide. Its sight stirs up faint memories. You may not have seen this particular one before, but others like it, perhaps. These swords are beautiful, worked with delicate engravings and inscriptions. They are merely decorative, however, unsuitable for use in combat. Something about break that and you'll be something or other. She really is just like ordering him around. Alright, let's talk to her. This sharp-featured woman's appearance is attractive, though somewhat disturbing, with her blue-black skin and bright yellow eyes. As she examines you, a small pair of bat-like wings unfold from her back, then seem to settle back into her skin. What is she? Well, well, a floating, disembodying, prevaricating skull, and fall from grace, or whatever it is you call yourself now. Truly a pleasure to see you here. What do I owe the honor of your visit? I thought you rarely trafficked, yeah, close enough, among our kind. Any more? She glances at you for a moment with the same faint sneer. Or is your assignment here almost finished? I do not know what assignment you are referring to, Vrishka, though your presence here brings with it many questions. Last I had heard, you were a standard bearer for the Company of the Vulture. How did you come to Sigil? She replies curtly, firing a question back like an arrow. By choice, and you? Where will your orders take you next? She suddenly turns to you. You see, little man, Vrishka smiles, as if savoring the words, The best temptress is the one that can make you buy into the illusion of being both promiscuous yet virtuous at the same time. A prostitute priestess, as it were. Mistress Grace is among the greatest. She turns to Fall from Grace. Are you not? You would not think that 1,000 years of slavery had left their scars, no. Fall from Grace speaks with a coldness you have never heard before. The air almost becomes ice as she dissects Vrishka with her gaze. That's not how you... Vrishchika. Give up. That is enough. Very well, though you are the ones who came into my emporium. I'm just gonna call her V. V looks at you. She narrows her eyes. You're the scarred man who's been going around asking all the questions. She looks you up and down. You sure look lost. Did you want to come in, really, or are you just casing the place because you have nothing better to do? Because Vrishka, she indicates herself, can help you. Well, how can you help me? I travel and trade extensively. I hear a great deal. I purchase a great deal, and I owe a great deal. Perhaps I can make you a great deal. Is there anything that you desire? Only answers. I'll entertain any questions about the merchandise, but I'm not going to be drawn into one of your famous 20 questions about anything around the spire. Understood? Oh yeah, let's find out what the hell she is. She sighs loudly. An alufiend, a half-demon. My mother was Tenari, a fiend, and my father was a great king of mortals. Such a rude question. But then, you're rather rude-looking yourself, aren't you? Okay, what else? What did you mean by calling Morty prevaricating? Prevaricating, misrepresenting, perjuring, dissimulating, lying. Oh, did I say that? I meant a floating, disembodying, pontificating skull, as in dogmatic, always stating an opinion in a self-important manner. Vrishka smiles innocently. You and Fall from Grace seem to care little for one another. Oh, that Batazu camp follower who's made her home in Sigil? Curious, no, but then, what better a place to train her agents than that little brothel of hers? Batazu camp follower? Ever since her mother sold her into slavery, she has been a plaything of the plains for many a century. She claims that she was able to free herself from her chains, but you may give that word as much credence as you would give the word of any other Tenari bitch. She smiles slightly. Myself excluded, of course. It is the truth. Truth? Truth? One does not win free of Batazu contracts. Bitch cloaked in human skin. You speak lies, and all the Tenari hordes know it. From the lowest legions to the other comfort suckling succubi as they cavort across the plains. Fall from Grace was but a Batazu slave from the moment she was born, and so shall she always be. You still are an indentured plaything of the Batazu, to be tortured and commanded as they see fit. Vrishka sneers. You even behave as they do. One may win free of Batazu contracts if one is wary of the warding, and if one realizes that the Batazu are beholden to keep their own word. One must simply beware of any meanings that may be twisted to their ends, and I am well versed in language and its subtleties. Even so, it was not an easy matter. Enough. I do not care to hear you speak your lies in my presence. Fall from Grace maintains her flawless composure and simply nods, though when you catch her eye, she gives you a slightly exasperated look, then smiles. What does you said about her training agents? Yes, they are her eyes and ears in the city of Sigil and across the plains. What they do not see or hear they may coerce from another man that has seen and heard. And who could think humans capable of such deception and trickery? Oh, Grace is indeed a clever one. Not as clever as her mother, perhaps, but clever nonetheless. That is not the purpose of my establishment. Oh, but of course not. That I dare suggest such a thing. But perhaps you should let the man judge for himself. Varishka turns to you, eyes blazing. Do you not wonder, little man, does the method of reason and curiosity ever enter your mind as to this matter? Does not the arrangement at the brothel seem strange to you? Varishka goes on before you can answer. Occam's razor can leave a scar, but it can remove the cancer so often caused by the poison of liars and imaginers. And now here she is, traveling with you. Most curious. Why would someone, a proprietress of such an establishment, leave it for any reason? And for a man she barely knows. Questions, questions. The answers may be painful indeed. He is well aware of why I agreed to travel with him, Varishka, when he asked me to do so. Oh, I'm certain he did ask. What man could resist? Varishka sneers and looks away in disgust. Okay, let's look. What else she's got? Well, tell me about this place. What you see within this shop is the result of much trading and traveling across the plains. She makes a sweeping gesture of the shop. Weapons, charms, and other specialty items are for sale here as well. Everything that is rare and oh so exquisite fills this emporium. Your needs, I sate them. Well, let's take a look. Would you care to examine the weapons and charms, or some of my more exotic acquisitions? Well, let's take a look at the weapons. 14,000. Woo! Not charm, heart charm. What is this? Invokes raised dead. Unfortunately, there's only a limited amount of incest left in it. I mean, it's kind of useful, but I can already raise the dead. Oh, these are for Morty. Makes him immune to fire. Proficiency fists? That makes no sense. Really doesn't do much damage though. 1 to 6? 7,000. I'm less than halfway there. Angleless eye. Does boost your... See, +1. Interesting. Magnifying lens. What is this used for? Usable only by Modrons. What? That was the TV looking thing that walked. You can have one of those as a companion too? Dang it, I'm like missing out on some stuff here. Dead Bond. Immunity to panic. Usable only by fighters and living creatures. What exactly is this, like an earring? Oh, that looks familiar. Good old Cloud Kill. Kind of expensive though. Heart of the Forester. Usable only by evil and neutral characters. What does this thing do? That is a lot of text. Not usable by mages. Usable only by nameless one. That's a paradox right there. What does this thing do? To unlock the power of these ashes, one only needs to stir them with the index finger of the left hand, then sprinkle a pinch of the ashes into the air in a circular pattern. A Traylon to appear to serve the user. So it like summons a, oh yeah, it says right there, summons Traylons. What did this do? Oh, it summoned, okay. Very interesting. 4 to 14 crushing. Alright, let's find out what... Here to buy something, yeah. Exotic. Whoa, what? Vrishka smiles as you look at the various shelves in the middle of the shop. If you see nothing you like here, there are more items towards the front and back of the store as well. A fiend's tongue? You examine what appears to be a tongue floating in a jar of brine. Vrishka frowns at it. That is a fiend's tongue. Cornugan's, I think, but who really knows? It said that, placed into the mouth of any living thing, it will give the ability of speech, even if there was none before. I'm selling this oddity for only 66 coppers. Would you want it? Ah, I know what we can do with this. I'll take it. Yes, Vrishka purrs, a wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please, enjoy your newest acquisition. Let's see what else she's got here. Oh. Let me guess. I need this for the other girl. You examine a bottle labeled as Gorgon Slav. Or Sal. No, that's not how you pronounce that. Sav. That's how it is. It's like a cream or something. Vrishka holds it up for you. I traded for this with some sword-slinging prime worlder. Perseus, I think his name. Smeared onto the surface of any being turned to stone, it will revert them to Only 100 copper commons. A bargain, considering how handy it might come in should you ever find a friend of yours transmuted to rock. Okay. Alright, let's see. What else? Metallic cube figurine. You examine a small metal replica of a cube-like creature with huge eyes on top of its faces. The toy has 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings, and at least 18 points of articulation. Vrishka smiles as you pick it up. A collector's item, perhaps, or a piece of artwork. Who knows? But I like it. If you do buy it, ask around. Someone might know more about it than I. You can have it for only 1,500 copper coins. Ugh. I don't think I have enough. Actually, I think I do. I wonder why I couldn't... What the hell's a monster jug? You examine a plain-looking jug. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing, as if it might bite you. Vrishka watches you, chuckling, then shrugs. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why your hair's prickling up like that. If you'd like it, it's only 123 coppers. I suppose.
I couldn't carry any more, so I had to drop it.
Oh, great. Okay, right there. Let's unload some of my... Fiend's Tongue, not Charm, can have that. We can literally take this stuff. Ah. Give it to Anna. You will carry my burdens. Monster Jug. This is a heavy, plain-looking metallic jug with a hinged stopper. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing, as if it might bite you. You've been told there's some sort of monster trapped inside of it, but peering into the jug's mouth reveals nothing but inky blackness. We might use it. Probably gonna save first. Alright, exotic. Let's just keep on looking here. What's in the front of the store? Oh my goodness. The chocolate quasit. Diva's Tears baby oil. You examine a number of small bottles, each labeled as baby oil. Varishna picks one up and presents it to you. Interested? It's a real thing, of course. Thousands of mewing, mortal babies went into making... Oh, okay, not exactly what I thought it was. Yeah, no thanks. Okay, what's the chocolate quasit? You examine a twisted little imp-like creature sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, does it not? Imported from the lower plains. These are rare, you know, and quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real quasit, a fiendish familiar polymorphed into chocolate by powerful sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. Okay, what else? Codex of the Inconceivable. You examine a rather unassuming book held closed by tiny brass lock. That, coos Varishka, is the Codex of the Inconceivable. I will only say that it's just, well, I cannot explain it. Mere words simply won't suffice. But you can own it yourself for a mere 1,000 copper commons. And believe me, it's well worth it. Diva's Tears? You examine a small glass vial labeled as Diva's Tears. These were collected from a diva who was captured during a blood war skirmish. The fiends tormented the imprisoned angel for eons before he at last escaped. This small bottle holds the 12 tears he shed in that time. Their price is but 100 copper commons. I don't know what I'd use that for. Elixir of Horrific Separation. You examine a bottle labeled as the Elixir of Horrific Separation. Varishka presents it to you. This stuff was compounded by a scholar who found she possessed a darker half. A slice of her which took control at times and bade her do awful things. This potion was to have split the darker half away from her, creating two separate beings. Mercy killers, however, found and executed her for a string of depraved murders before she could use it. I charge you only 200 copper commons for the elixir. Jeez. Okay, what about the back at the store? That sounds familiar. Stained lens. You examined a stained ground glass lens the width of your hand, held in a brushed steel ring. A small, geared protrusion coming off the ring makes it look as if the lens should attach to some sort of clockwork machine, and it smells faintly of horrible perfume. That's odd. Varishka holds it up for you. I have no idea what this really is, but it radiates fairly powerful magic. An old soldier named Gius? I have no clue. Brought it up for me from a lower plane battlefield. He'd murdered his own men in order to escape his tour of duty there, and brought me a number of interesting items he'd collected over the course of the campaign. I've kept it mostly as a conversation piece, though you may have it for 149 copper coins if you'd like. I have no idea what I'd do with such a thing. How about Yevra's ring? You examine a ring in a small padded case. Varishka holds it up so that you can see it more closely. This is Yevra's ring of almost invisibility. It makes its wearer invisible. Well, almost. I will part with it for the meager sum of 349 copper commons. I'll pass. Rune-covered ale stein. You examine a large pewter ale stein covered in strange runes. Varishka holds it up for you to see more closely. An ale mug of unusual manufacture which keeps its contents, usually beer of course, icy cold whatever the surrounding temperature. 299 copper coins. And you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've ever had outside the paraplane of Wait, 299? Take it. I know what I can do with this. Back of the store. Tattered ragdoll. The years have not been kind to this tiny ragdoll. It is coming apart at the seams and it looks like its threads are unraveling. It is obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain, but the button eyes and its plush softness don't strike much fear into your heart. Varishka holds it up for you. This was found in a well-trapped strong box sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil. It was part of a small hoard of treasure and forbidden magical text, though I don't know what it's for. If you like it, it's only 99 copper coins. Huh. I'll take it. Okay, so just leaves... Alright. Dang, I really need more money.
Alright.
Okay, so... The Stein and the Salve are obviously for the, Where was it? No, that was not it. Back to the lower... Oh, right here. Oh, we already passed it. The art gallery. Because remember, there was the guy that was like frozen as stone, and then there was the one artwork that was like freezing cold, and it kept freezing my fingers off. All right, let's go in here. Okay, there's our poor old guy turned to statue. Okay, where to go? Frost mug. Lady of Pain. Endless water. Oh, there we go. How do I use this on him? Dang it. Maybe I just... Oh, there we go. Apply the Gorgon's salve to the statue. You smear the foul-smelling ointment over the statue. There's a strange shimmering around the statue, and you watch as the statue takes an intake of breath, and the eyes of Gangore Gideon fill with a blazing, vengeful madness. Uh-oh. Did I do a very bad thing? Hello? Before you can do a thing, a blazing torrent of words flies from the sorcerer's lips. As he speaks, you feel an agonizing sensation, like a sudden wave of raging heat, pour over you and settle into your skin like a blistering wound. Blindness strikes you as your eyes burst, running from their sockets like shattered eggs. You hear someone screaming and realize it's you. Well, wait for the horror to end. The last things you hear, even over your own cries, is Morty shouting.
New taunts, alright.
Ah, interesting. By the lady's bladed teats, what a... Everything suddenly falls silent as the last of your senses flicker and fade away to nothing. Die horribly, a victim of Ganguriodon's awful curse.
Another trip to the mortuary.
Well...
Done.
Wait, where are we? This is... Oh, I think we're at the, lower wards. I suppose I should have probably put my hands over my ears. Alright, let's get back to where we were before. Alright. Back to the art gallery. No. Litany of curses. I have to remember to use that. Oh, he's gone.
I'm gone.
Alright, so now we can try to get the, yeah. Catch one of these suckers in the frost mug. You dip the mug into the icy wind rising from the pedestal, catching a razor shard with a slight clang. Peering into the mug, you can see that the dark bird is a razor-sharp sliver of black ice. Only the mug's magical properties prevent the shard from melting away to nothing. Oh. Well, now what do I do with it? Okay. Fiend's tongue. Okay, I think I know what we need to do with that. But what do you do with this? I'm gonna try that. Let's see what happens if I open this thing. Well, let's open the jug and see if anything comes out. At first there is nothing, but then a black, vicious liquid begins to bubble out from the jug's mouth, forming a slimy pool of steaming, tarry filth on the ground. As the jug begins to dissolve in your hands, the pool begins to writhe, throb, and rise to form a tall, hideous creature. What the? What just happened? It doesn't look like anything happened. I just lost my jug and it didn't do anything. Oops. Alright, I am just gonna reload my quick save. Huh. Maybe it doesn't work when you're inside a building?
Alright.
Who knows? Cafe patron. Okay, so the tongue. I believe that is for the girl who cannot talk. I think. I hope. Well, otherwise we just got a nice tongue. And let's see if we can find her. She was up here somewhere.
Alright.
Modron. Are these the Modrons I'm supposed to talk to? Nobody in here.
Alright.
Echo. Her name was Echo. I just gotta find her. Seriously, where'd she go?
Done.
Vivian? No. Modron. Strange cubic creature, seems to be much machine. Hasn't the slightest trace of emotion on it. Can ignore Morty, greet the Modron. My apology, Morty, but I'm talking to the Modron. Morty sighs loudly. Fine, whatever, but don't say I didn't warn you. You probably won't get anywhere with them, though, Chief. They're an odd lot to talk to. Hello. Oh. Its voice has a metallic, reverberating quality to it, as if you were more a sound played out of some warped musical instrument than true speech. Your greeting is returned. There's a soft click as the creature blinks. An awkward silence hangs in the air between the two of you. Questions. Identify yourself to us. I don't know who I am. We would know why this is so. I don't know myself, I just can't remember. All things should have a name, all things should be identified. We find your answer unsatisfactory, but it shall have to suffice for the present. The creature pauses and blinks at you. We would identify ourselves as Modrons, quadrone type, winged variant to the subject. Okay. Questions? Oh, you can talk to them about stuff. Trying to find Marissa's Veil, do you know where it is? We do not. If you are currently in the process of doing so, we would suggest the methodical approach and question of each of the inhabitants of this building. Yeah. The scent. Same answer. Ravel puzzle well. We know nothing of any being or object possessing such an appellation. Silence? Oh. Oh, they only know her name. What are you doing here? Our purpose here is observation. What are you observing? We are observing one of the establishment's staff. Who are you observing? As previously stated, we are observing one of the establishment's staff. Yes, but who exactly are you observing? The object of our scrutiny is named Delora. Why are you watching her? We have not been informed as to the specific purpose or purposes which resulted in our being given our present task. The command of our superior Pentadrone is sufficient reason to perform said task. As such, the purpose or purposes are irrelevant to us. Ah, can you tell me about this place? Oh, yeah. Cannot give the... Wait. Building located in the section of sigil commonly known as the Clerk's Ward. Cannot give you exact coordinates of the surface of sigil. Changes at intervals we have not determined as of the present. I don't really see anything interesting here. Society... Yeah, we all know about them. I'm not seeing anything useful here.
Done.
Okay, that's where the
I'm gone.
living armoire was. Juliet.
I'm gone.
I know we've looked in here before, haven't we? Yeah. I could have sworn she was like in one of these, like right up here.
Done. All right. All right.
Not up there.
All right.
Where is she hiding?
All right.
There she is.
Done.
Greetings again. Translucent white dress held precariously by golden clasps. Okay, nods briefly, had some questions. Oh, I can't do anything with my... is your name Echo?
Updated my journal.
Oh. I haven't talked to her before? I know I have. May I ask why you can't communicate? Sighs softly and nods. Do you know the word that will undo the multiverse if it's spoken? Her eyes widen in surprise, then she gives you a beaming smile, rolling her eyes and shaking her head. Something else, then. Are you emotionally wounded? Is that why you can't speak? She looks at you strangely and shakes her head slowly. Okay, something else. Did your voice cause someone's death or some other tragedy? She pauses at this, opens her mouth, then frowns. After a moment, she shakes her head. Huh. Trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? Nope, she does not know. Crimson Veil. Doesn't know either. Does she know about Ravel Puzzlewell? Her eyes flash and she smiles. She nods at you. What do you know of her? No answer.
All right.
Well, dang. Do I have to open this thing up or something? Actually, maybe I can ask... Dang it, will they stop moving around? There she is. Huh. Did you find him? Oh, yeah. Oh. Suppose we're gonna have to go talk to the person she wants us to talk to.
All right.
Well, I guess I was wrong about the tongue thing. Must be used for something else. What is this? Massive, ancient-looking structure is somehow less foreboding than the others. Okay,
All
we have
right.
a doorway over here. Salabesh the Onyx.
Say, Anna, does that tail go all the way up?
Oh, jeez, Morty, come on.
Oh, aye. Up your bone box to rip out your brains.
Aye, up your bone box and rip out your brains.
See what this guy's story is. This tall, thin man, dressed in heavy crimson robes, has sharp, pinched features. He bows regally as you approach him. I am Salabesh, oft called Salabesh the Onyx, future mage tutor of the Civic Fest Hall. You've business with me, I take it? Nah, just some questions. About what? Not the warden and the like, I hope. Plenty of more common folk could answer such questions, and I'd just as soon direct you to one of them. Why are you called the Onyx? A long tale, which I'll shorten to save my breath. In my youth, I was once called Salabesh the Golden, for I was said to have a heart of gold, small, hard, and yellow. Well, I cursed the fool who started that, so that he could only speak from his arse and defecate through his mouth. The Onyx appellation, on the same lines as the Golden, though admittedly somewhat less clever, soon followed. In any case, I'm a much kinder fellow now, far less prone to laying curses and the like. I'm not certain if I deserve the name any longer. You cursed him so that... what? Oh yes, you heard right. Salabesh sighs happily and chuckles to himself. That sort of thing is why I'm known as the Master of Curses, you know. Another question. What did you mean by future mage tutor of the Fest Hall?
Updated my journal.
It's a prestigious position to be an official tutor in one of the Fest Hall's training chambers. It's my intention to one day take the position of mage's tutor, but the title's currently in the possession of the Lady Thorncombe. If only I could somehow prove that I'd be a superior tutor. I got this feeling that this guy's gonna give Morty some more curses, basically. Who the hell are these people? Toady. This one actually has a name, so let's talk to her. The smell of alcohol wafts heavily from the young woman, and despite her dark skin, you can see that her face, beautiful but cruel looking, is flushed. She is slender but well muscled, adorned in exotic jewelry and translucent silk clothing. Numerous scars crisscross her thighs and forearms. They look to be from battle wounds. Hello. Well, well, what have we here? A little tiefling gutter queen come crawling out of the hive. The woman pouts, talking as one would to a small child. Are you lost, little tiefling? Oh, look, it has a tail. How cute. Oh, she's talking about Anna. Anna flushes, and with a snarl, blades sprout from her fists. Now, Fiendkin, don't do that. The woman seems unconcerned as Anna draws her weapons and clucks disapprovingly with her tongue. Careful now, or I'll remove that tail of yours and feed it to my dogs. Young Sarhava. Sarhava Vujil? Could it be you? The young woman appears confused for a moment, then recognizes Fall from Grace. She seems startled and abashed. Mistress Grace, I had not noticed you. Only shamefully do I admit this, for your noble appearance would be obvious to even a dullard. Let Grace continue to speak, okay. Fall from Grace gives the barest of nods. Your words are most skillfully chosen, unlike those heard so recently. Oh, jeez. She seems shamed. Yes, mistress, I regret that such words were spoken in your presence. I regret that they were spoken at all. Her tone barely changes, but the subtle reprimand seems to crack the young woman's face like a whip. It pains to see an old student of mine behaving so. Eh? She frowns, then regains her composure. In any event, mistress, what brings you out of the establishment? Some errand? These are my companions that I am traveling with. I would expect the same courtesy given to them as you have given to me. Such is a hallmark and the responsibility of those noble-born. Anna glares at Grace and Sahava furiously. Sahava bows low. Then allow me to excuse myself with an apology, Mistress Grace. To you and your companions, my words were ill-chosen. 'Tis the drink that caused me to speak such rubbish, and I am filled with shame for having belittled myself so before my teacher of old. She bows, turns, and leaves. I wonder. I am kind of curious what would have happened if I had kept on. This doesn't seem to have accomplished anything. Where was my... It's up here. Quick save. Okay.
Done.
If you keep bobbing about, Skull, I'm gonna mount you in the end of a pike.
I'm gone. All right.
Alright. Let's try this again, but be a little more mean about it and see what happens. Hello. Alright. Obviously you rank less than a dullard girl. Oh. She stares at you a moment surprised, before snarling and reaching for her dagger. Now let's beat the snot out of her. Ooh! How do you like the taste of that? Alright, I am not a fighter, so let's get the hell out of here.
I'm gone.
And... oh, what shall we go with? Strength. Oh yeah, ball lightning. Suck it. Wait, are they not gonna... Oh, yeah. Attack, my pretties! Well, maybe not you.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong. The Karak sings true. The Karak sings true.
Okay. Ooh, I get all their stuff. Wait a minute.
What's up?
Silver bracelet? That's not worth anything.
Sure, why not?
Done.
Sure, why not?
Okay. We got a scroll out of it. Guess it's better than nothing. Did it change my alignment or anything? Nope. Huh. Oh well. Armor spell.
It's in my spell book.
Okay. Well, that's what you get for messing with me. Wonder if she's gonna say anything about that.
Aye. What is it you want then?
Nope. Nothing new about that. Did we get a journal entry for talking to him? I don't remember. Oop.
Done.
Let me just quickly speed through this.
Updated my journal.
Oh yeah, we do get one. Official tutor. I don't think there was one for the Onks one, though. Cursed him. Okay. Alright, let's head on in.
Through observation, sensation, and experience, the truth of the multiverse shall be revealed.
She kind of sounds familiar, actually. Makes me think of, Mass Effect, actually. Who are you? I wonder if she's voiced by Jennifer Hale. Mute the Headless. He seems to have a head to me. Splinter. So who are we supposed to talk to in here? Is that a door?
I'm gone. All right.
Lots of senses. That name looks familiar. Is he the guy that sold the crap to, the Emporium lady?
I'm gone.
Oh. Lots of sensates. Oh, there's more back here,
Done.
too?
I'm gone.
Jeez, how
Done.
big is this?
I'm gone.
Whoa. Oh, man. Warrior in train. Alright, well, I suppose we should just start out here in the main hall. Splinter, huh?
How long will you be traveling with this succubus?
She's still not happy.
As long as I am permitted, I suppose.
Well, you're not permitted. I don't trust you.
This towering man's golden skin sparkles slightly, almost as if it were metallic. Whether it's actual flesh or merely painted on, you cannot tell. He regards you coolly as you approach, giving a respectful bow as you draw near. Welcome to the Civic Fest Hall, traveler. We are Splinter, doorman to the Fest Hall and Priest King of Ur, trainer of the Ninja Turtles. How may we help you? Despite his humble offer of aid, his voice is powerful and commanding, a deep and rumbling sound that resonates throughout the chamber. How can you help me? We do many things in this fine hall, traveler. We answer questions guests might have regarding it or its inhabitants. We direct both visitors and members of the Society of Sensation alike to the sensoriums or lecture halls. We also accept new members into the Society. Lastly, it is through us that purchases from the Society's vaults are made. Spells, items, and such. Okay. What lectures are there? Oh, geez. The Fest Hall's current speakers include Death's Advocate, who speaks of death and what follows it. However you pronounce that. The Crooked, who speaks of the Blood War and the Three Planes Aligned, who speaks of the power of alignment and beliefs. Assuming they are currently here and well, we could direct you to one of their lectures at any time. Okay, that's good. I wanted to ask about you. There's little to say that we have not told you. We are Splinter, doorman to the Fest Hall, demigod son of Ishtar, and priest king of Ur. Planewalkers came to our world and told us of the Society of Sensation. We were fascinated and returned with them. We left Ur in the capable hands of our queen so that we might come to this place and experience servitude and humility for a time. As time does not pass here as it does in Ur, the century we have spent here will be as a mere several months in our own world. After another decade or so, we imagine we shall be ready to return to Ur and rule it once more. There was someone I was looking for here. I can't actually remember who the hell I was looking for. Oh, yes! We got like the messenger that came to us from this woman. Mistress Jolmy. Jolmy has taken to waiting about in this very chamber of late. We think she is looking for or waiting for someone. In any case, she should be nearby. Oh, is there somewhere I could rest? There are lodgings within the Fest Hall, but only members of the Society of Sensation are permitted to use them. Should you wish to visit them, walk eastwards to the Fest Hall from here. You will eventually come to them. The clerk there allows sensates into the room. So, no other way to get a room here. You must be a member. Am I to become one? In order to join the Society of Sensation, one must be willing and prepared to share their own experiences. 5 are required, 1 from each of the senses. Alternatively, one may contribute a single experience that has strong elements from all 5 senses. These must be either new sensations or improvements upon our current stock. Should we find them acceptable, they will be placed into sensory stones, and you, having become a sensate, will be taught the sensory touch. It will allow you to draw others' wounds onto yourself, healing them by accepting their suffering. Interesting. Although in some ways it's not such a bad idea because he auto-heals. The other characters do not. It sounds like not such a bad idea. I'm ready. First, what smell or experience involving it would you offer us? Actually, I'd like to contribute one experience that involves all 5 senses. I woke up, not knowing where I was, on a cold, blood-slicked iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary, a place where only the dustmans or the corpses in their care have seen. Splinter nods. Go on. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. Dozens of bodies lie on countless bloody slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed, and the like by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sounds were the squeals of labored metal and the unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs about the mortuary on rusted iron tracks. He nods. A disturbing experience. And I even left out the part about the chattering skull that flew at me as soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter? Yes. We shall go to an empty stone now to record your experience. You will then be granted access to those privileges allowed only to members of the Society of Sensation, as well as taught the sensory touch. Alright, accompany him to record your experience and learn the sensory touch.
Gained an ability.
And 10,000 experience. Sweet! You return to the Civic Fest Hall foyer with Splinter. We welcome you into the Society of Sensation, Traveler. May further journeys and experiences pave your road to the great truths of the multiverse. Thank you. Okay, other people we're looking for. How about Miriam? Miriam is usually pacing back and forth around the lecture halls. Travel through the middle door on the eastern wall and the door beyond that as well. He will likely be wandering within the hallway you'll find yourself in. Okay, and the final one, Montague, a factotum here. Ugh. Montague is a busy young man. He can usually be found moving between this chamber and the three that lie along its eastern wall. Okay.
I feel stronger.
Ooh, level up. Nope. Stats level up. 10 hit points. Spell memorization. 83 hit points. That's cool. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to boost Wisdom to Genius level. Because I have this sinking feeling about something here. Did it work? Yeah, cool. Because remember our friend Dakon here. No. I have it. It's in my possession, isn't it? No, it's in his possession. There we go. 7th circle. Okay, know the rising of the people against the Illithid was a thing built upon many turnings. Or is it that I read it and continued reading? Rising was shaped upon a slow foundation. I'm pretty sure I read this before. Okay. Seems to not learn quickly, knowing of much of... okay. Slide it closed. I think we need to talk to...
All right.
What is your will?
Okay. Teachings? Okay, I read the Circle of Zerthamon. 7th circle within the stone spoke of the building of the rebellion against the Illithids. Ah, so here, yeah, exactly. The last time I did not have this answer. So this was all based on wisdom. Cool. Speaks of time as an ally, not as an enemy. It says that patience can sharpen even the smallest of efforts into a weapon that can strike the heart of an empire. Your victories may be small, but over time, a greater victory may be achieved. Dakon is silent for a moment. Will you make this circle known to me? Oh, okay. Take the unbroken circle of Zerthamon and unlock the 7th circle. More experience. Sweet. As you take the circle and twist the links, 2 plates slide from the interior and into your hands. You have no idea where they came from, but the unbroken circle still seems intact. The 7th circle remains. Dakon watches you silently. There are 2 plates here. Perhaps we should both study them, you and I. Dakon is silent for a moment. There is much you have come to know of the circle, and your knowing carries a greater weight than mine. Dakon matches your gaze. Know that your path is mine, and it shall come to pass that you knew the way of Zerthamon from me. I shall know the way of Zerthamon from you. Okay. 2 plates. Copy Missile of Patience. Oh, okay.
It's in my spell book.
Let's give the other one to Dakon. Can't. Inventory full. He's got some trash. Get rid of that.
Spell has been added to my teachings.
Nice. So is there like another layer I can use? New combinations. Okay. As you examine the rings on the 7th circle of Zerthamon, you suddenly become aware of a pattern in the way the links are formed. You hook your fingers into the sides of the circle and unlock a hidden segment, pulling the place forth so you can study it. Read it. Know that a mind divided divides the man. The will and the hand must be as one. In knowing the self, one becomes strong. Know that if you know a course of action to be true in your heart, do not betray it because the path leads to hardship. Know that without suffering, the rising would have never been, and the people would never have come to know themselves. Know that there is nothing in the worlds that can stand against unity. When all know a single purpose, when all hands are guided by one will, and all act with the same intent, the planes themselves may be moved. A divided mind is one that does not know itself. When it is divided, it cleaves the body in 2. When one has a single purpose, the body is strengthened, and knowing the self grows strong. Okay, and I just took a quick look at my timer over here, and I've gone quite a few minutes over. So I'm going to have to end it here, guys, and we'll pick it up in the next episode and get the next spell out of this thing, and I guess we'll see if there are any more of them in there. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.